Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus, Negus.
I'm saying, so holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
And clearly ain't got no filter. And and the bishop, he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dream, but you do.
We want to encourage you, if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we're giving y'all a free game away.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah.
It's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to red them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. Got the block so dry.
What's going on, people? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Welcome to another episode of P.I.M.P.I.N.G, the show. This is episode 91. The show is called Allegedly. I'm one of the hosts of this lovely podcast live show. I'm the good Deacon Trave, aka Boogie, aka Wavy Trave, even though I got no waves no more, a whole bunch of AKAs. Who's the other co-host that I got with me? Who's the co-host of this joint?
You got Bishop Hustle Hotel. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the church. What episode is this? We didn't even stop putting episodes, but I tell you.
Episode 91, bro. I sent you the links. And you ain't respond with me. We got a very special guest, the good pastor, Jason Moody from Patterson, New Jersey. Just in case y'all don't know, he was one of our first we only had a few guests on, but he's one of our first guests that we had. He got a mic now, he got his headphones. You got rid of the Cricket Wireless because I think you had the Cricket Wireless before too. You got rid of that?
Man, stop playing, man. Yeah, he started early, man. He started early.
Payless.
we got a jam-packed show today, fellas. So but before we get into what we about to discuss today, the good Hustle Hotel, Bishop Hustle Hotel, please tell the people what the show is about.
It's about grace and mercy and love, y'all. It's a lot that goes on in our life. And we got to have grace and mercy with others like we want others to have grace and mercy with us. So we talk about fatherhood, finances, pop culture, getting rid of old ways that hurt, or growth. And we just try to positively influence our people and negotiate their growth. And we just share tips and things that we're going through as fathers, husbands, sons, all of that good stuff, nephews, and all of that, just to try to help y'all. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the church. And we're very glad to have another spiritual brother, the good Pastor Moody, with us.
The good Pastor Moody.
Having to deal with the deacon.
You said the good Pastor Moody was from a good family, y'all. That's one of my favorite quotes from the show. He's like, he's from a good family. So before we get into anything we got the update. Let's start with the updates. What you got? We start with the host. I mean, we start with the guest. What you got going on? What's new in your life? What you got going on? You promoting whatever? Go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Man, I just want to say it's just good to see you brothers continuing, the impact. Some people start and they fall off very early. Yeah. But we thank God for the longevity, for all of the downloads he's been giving y'all to just keep going, because I think somebody mentioned it already. Like it's really a lot going on. So man, again, just good to have positive content out there that's helping people. So but for me, man, I just been on the grind, man. Ministry never stops. You know what I mean? Like it's whether it's family, community, on the social vibe, or just, just working with parishioners and people in, your religious community, man, is always something, as well as, things that you're seeing on the news. So just trying to, navigate that terrain and keep my head, above water, man. Just, not getting caught up in the hype, man. I think one of the biggest things that I've definitely been trying to make sure I don't do, man, is just contribute to the mindless debates that just keep happening, man. It's just like you can't do anything without somebody just. I mean, like seriously, and I ain't talking about the stuff Trey be out here gaslighting. I'm talking about.
Yeah, hold up, man. Hold up, man. I know you in the third grade, bro. Come on, man. Don't be getting on this. I've been known you since third grade, bro. Although you forgot about me, I used to walk
Yo,
you home, man. I
Trey,
kept the bullies
man.
off you, man.
Trey, man, man. God delivered us from that, bro. We Gucci now, man. We all good, bro. Like we good, man. Every time Trey tell that story, man, I'll be like, ooh, Trey, don't do me like that, man.
Oh, that's his specialty. That you was the well-dressed brother with the cardigans, right? That's why I said you was from a good family.
Oh
He had
man.
the Suge Knight. Did I say that picture before? Yo, Joker had the Suge Knight suit on in the picture, the class picture, third grade, red,
Yeah,
blood red. I
man.
said, yo, this Joker was a gangster back then.
God could
Trey,
use us all.
Trey knows cyber hacking was going on, man. I had to like vet that situation a little bit, man. But yeah, nah, B. I just feel like, man, just everything turns into an argument. You know what I mean? Like somebody just can't share a different thought. You know what I mean? Without somebody just going left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like cats out here really invested in other people's lives instead of, really investing in themselves. Like, yo, that same energy, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all out here, y'all really think like these celebrities owe y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like something a part of their life. Like,
yeah, Naeem hopped in the building. He gave you a piece. What up, Naeem?
peace, my good brother.
Yeah, he said peace.
But yeah, man. Yeah, but other than that, man, I just, you know what I'm saying? I've just been trying to keep it light, man. Just doing stuff, man. 2 years into this home ownership piece, so we still, got projects and, it never stops, man. Never stops. Once, and if you got a wife that's creative, man, the way we see content and ideas for things we want to do, like that's how she is with the house, bro. Like she sees stuff and it's just like this big project, you know what I mean? Just take out the blueprint. Here's our next 4 months, you know what I'm saying? Or 30 days, depending on the situation. So, but nah, man, I'm blessed. And man, just good to be on, man, hanging out with you brothers today.
All right, Bishop, what you got for us? What's the updates? I see you. I don't know if you want to make an announcement here, but go ahead. Whatever you want to share.
I just want to say the good pastor is such a pastor. Did you notice the first minute was first? I want to give glory and honor to God. This platform, I appreciate this fellow pastor bringing me in. He's been the father of the gospel to me, and yada yada yada. I love the shout outs and the gratefulness. Man, I'm blessed, as y'all know. Updates. I asked y'all to pray for me for my life insurance and health exam. I had to push that back to December 10th. By the time Sunday came around, man, I was only like 20% through all of the material. I'm like, nah, gotta save my money. So I'm pushing that back and just continuing to study. I started my first week at my new job. Deacon, April from our class, North Carolina. I ain't gonna say her last name. She's a partner. Super proud of her. Good people's down to earth sister. Been through a lot. She hit me up this weekend. Was like, with a bunch of people from your old company. Y'all know who they are. They make the Xbox or whatever. And she's like, how you doing? I'm like, I just started my new job. She's like, you move around. And we had a little a short discourse where I'm like, man, I'm at this stage of my life where if you don't value me, I know my worth, and I'm on my way. I'm gonna move around. So that has started well. I gotta, I'm gonna give him props. he always gets me out at just the right time each time in life. So I've come to be like David, where whatever it is, man, I could look back at the track record like, yo, you got me when I don't even got myself. Definitely don't deserve it. So I'm at that stage in life now, especially with the will and the trust in place now, where it's like, man, I'm not worried about nothing. And I'm just trying to help as many people as I can. That's what the third book is going to be about, just kind of finances and all of that good stuff. What Trey won Trey went to the state convention and won a bunch of awards. You know, something I learned this week that hit, nobody really likes a winner. And I'm gonna stop sharing wins, man, because secretly people be envious, hating, and it's like you know, you don't want to brag. Social media is where you could update people on what's going on. And when I'm going through something bad, I'm not one of those people that just share all of the highlights. When I'm going through something bad, I'm asking people, pray for me. Somebody's prayer is getting through when I feel like mine ain't. So it's not like you just hating because you putting this false image out there. That was just a revelation that came to me. Like, maybe we talk about it later, or you guys got thoughts on it, but nobody really likes a winner, for real, for real. That not nobody that seem like they winning all the time, and some stuff you just got to keep to yourself. So that's where I'm at.
I got you. That's good, man. But only thing I would suggest is one of my sayings is don't dim your light, so people be comfortable in their darkness. Like
Mm-hmm.
don't dim your light, bro. Just if they gonna hate, they gonna hate regardless whether you sharing or not. And I don't share enough personally. I should be sharing a lot more because I'm just a very private person. But I'm gonna start sharing my wins more, like because y'all gonna feel how y'all feel about me anyway. Like you know what I'm saying. So it is what it is, whether I'm sharing it or not. But on the update part, I revamped the online course, so you can go to thebethea.com to purchase. It got a couple free lectures in there. But that's my baby, so I probably would be
Yeah.
doing that for a minute. So is starting the business the right way. So one of the things that happens as a community, just small businesses, period, when people start business, but as a community, we don't do things the right way. Jason Moo, hey, both of y'all I spoke to y'all ad nauseum behind the scenes about this. Like we just don't have the paperwork together, the right paperwork, so we can't take
Yeah.
advantage of these loans and grants that's set aside for us, or just even if they're not set aside for us, we just can't do it because we don't have the paperwork. We hate paying attorneys, we hate paying accountants, we hate paying consultants. So this is a economical way to get involved, to have your business start and run the right way from the beginning. So is it, you still gonna have to put some money in work. We talked about before we got on. Nothing beats putting in the work though, but this makes it a little easier because it's all in one spot. So go check that out. And then right now I'm just rounding down the year, man. Everybody starts shutting down around this time, business wise. But we still here, man. We still here. And Naeem, I got your comment. So Naeem comment is maybe we should address this comment because he's definitely a regular. Fellas, I want to engage in a conversation around the uptick in youth violence and crime and the narrative being used to what I believe will result in a real war between authority and young black boys. They are using black moms and community crying out on the news about their sons. I'm afraid it will enact some military aggression on our streets.
Mm.
Yeah, you want to address that, or we want to go straight into the show? How y'all want to do it?
Respectfully, I think we address our audience because we here for them. But first, I just say,
Absolutely.
man, we got to correct the spelling on your last name, brother. Pizza Hut book.
Oh,
Pizza Hut booking program, brother. And look, come on. This your name. How you misspell your name, Jesse?
yeah, that is mad funny, yo.
You'd be like, yo, I'll be back.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna be back, yo. That is mad funny, yo. Yeah, you
Um,
know when you be typing fast, you just
mm,
don't. That's my main issue. I just type fast and I don't reread it again. But yeah, let's stress it though, man.
yeah,
So
Yo, throw that back up on the screen, Trey.
okay.
I got you. Oh,
Oh, okay, my bad.
no,
Yeah,
you producer,
yeah,
you
yeah,
chilling.
yeah. So I just start off because I said, as I said, where my thing at, man? It's in the other. I never brought it to this office. Oh no, it's over there sitting on the floor. I run laps around y'all. So part of my research has been in, and basically like my continued research has been and this notion of masculinity. I was doing that way before it became even a hot topic subject. I was doing it in undergrad, and then my one of my researches in law school was basically surrounded the prisoner pipeline things is going on. So just to direct this question specifically. Let me see what I believe real. Use a black. I think was not, and we discussed this before. Was not really discussed, and I posted this Facebook message on this too. Is that we don't have it hasn't been contained and put in one spot where we have people that the adults that were in the 80s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s, what they were going through, burying kids that looked like us, right? Burying kids and bailing them out to jail, like when it comes to relate to the crime bill. So I think a lot of times when we see, because right now crime was going down for mad years until like 20, I think when Trump got in office, started getting a little crazy, or a little before that. But we don't have like the narrative from the parents and the grandparents from back then, how they was feeling when their kids was getting locked up and murdered 100 miles per hour. So he's saying, so part of the statement was saying that they're using black moms in the community crying out on the news about their sons. I'm afraid it will enact some type of military style aggression in our streets. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think history repeats itself. If you're not grounded great in history, you wouldn't understand that they was having concerns back then in the 70s and 80s and 90s. So like the crime bill and all that stuff didn't just come out the blue. And I think the uptick in youth violence is really more reflective of the economy more than anything. But what y'all got on it?
Go ahead, Moody.
Listen,
I'll defer to the guest first,
yeah.
or I don't mind. You tell me.
Yeah, I think
Let me see if I can add it.
I think it's a couple of different things, right? I don't think it's just one thing, and part of it is just the reinforcement of positive engagement in different environments, school, recreation activities, having those models, those brothers and sisters, for the most part, that are positively helping our young men, right? Like, we know even as men, it's hard for us to acknowledge, articulate the different emotions and things that we feel. So this culture now is amplified, to a whole nother level. At least for most adults, they have some type of wisdom to, discern, all right, let me fall back here. But to a young kid, naive, it's like, nah, I'm feeling this right now, so I'm gonna say it now, or I'm gonna do it now, right? There's nothing for them to help them process, like, whoa, maybe this is not the right time for me to retaliate, or maybe I need to find another alternative for me to express this anger. They don't have that mindset or those environments to help. And when I'm saying they don't have, I mean, like, if one, either is not enough or is not any at all, that are publicized, that are out there for them to, go to those safe places to, just help them navigate whatever like emotions that they are experiencing, man. So definitely within our communities, we are seeing a lot of it, and I'm saying even from a recreation part, that's only one small part of a possible solution, right? Because what we're really talking about is how to navigate emotionally and mentally the thoughts that you're thinking, or the feelings that you're feeling. How do I express them? And basically it's a bunch of wrong decisions, because tools are not being given to them, and not enough environments for them to see positive ways of dealing with their emotions and what they're thinking, man. But again, and then the problems that's causing that, it's a lot. And it's going to range, per kid. It's going to be different per kid. We don't know what all of the kids are going home to. We don't know what they're seeing. You know, Trave, you're definitely an advocate for the impact of music on the culture. So, you know, I mean, again, man, it's a lot of different things, man. I mean, a few years ago, you had, you know, a whole group that was ready to boycott, man, the video game San Andreas,
Grand Theft Auto. They come
Grand
out
Theft
with
Auto, right? I'm definitely dating myself with the San Andreas game because I think it's definitely evolved to something else since then. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
you know, I think a lot of those things definitely are contributing to what's happening. You know, so it depends on what information you've gotten hold to and how much access you have to, you know, what's happening in our not just inner cities, but just with this younger generation and how they're responding to things. Or some like somebody said, reacting to things.
Yeah.
Blame
Yeah, that's the good sister Carla Morrison. She said they react versus respond. What you got, Bishop?
blame rap.
Hey yo, let me spill my things, bro. Let me spill my things, bro.
Jay, you touched on it. I think we do to some extent, as the good Skip says, we have to blame rap, but we also got to blame the government. This is all by design. And one thing you said, Jay, and Carla, they react versus respond. First off, rap is teaching them to react versus respond, and all of our television shows is pretty much violent. Um, but the other one is there's no emotional intelligence. Like we've talked about this before on this show, fatherhood or manhood is often assumed, but it's seldom taught. If you've locked up all of the men that had ambition, maybe they had the wrong ambition, but they had ambition and leadership skills. Think of like a BMF or a Big Meech, somebody like that. The entrepreneurship skills and things like that. If those of us like us on this podcast don't take the time to go back and try to positively impact these youth and show them, hey man, you could be a grown man and do grown man things, but it also requires you to discipline yourself to some extent, especially your emotions. Every time somebody insults you, you shouldn't fly off the handle. And I gotta be honest, I don't watch the news, Naeem, so I'm not seeing this as a big deal. I think it's something that's always been in the Black community. And I blame the locking up of fathers from the war on drugs. When you don't have it, you say they're going to have issues with authority. Usually the father is the authority figure in the house. I know I am in my house. And kids know you can play with mom a little bit. Some moms, I ain't gonna say all moms, because some moms you don't play with. I knew not
Having it.
my mom, like, nah, you only got you that's quick, snap, crackle, and pop. And that's I tell my wife, she's not from a family where they use corporate discipline like that. I got corporate discipline
You
before
said corporate discipline? What's corporate discipline?
Stop playing.
a beating, brother.
Stop playing, man. He was trying to be PC. He was trying to be PC.
That's I'm used to it, Jay. That's the skip. Before our audience,
Yeah, that's not what it's called. It's not called corporate. Go ahead.
we got an intellectual on here, brother. We got to elevate our game, man.
But it's not called corporate. But go ahead.
Corporal punishment. Yes. You got me on that one. You got me, Ace. You got me. All right.
Somebody said you get the shoot throw.
The discipline is I take your Wi-Fi away. A lot of these kids, and if they got Wi-Fi, that's for the privileged kids that got Wi-Fi. I don't know what the discipline is, because I ain't, honestly, I haven't been in that space in a while, but we need we're dealing with trauma. There's this good book wrote by this sister, Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome. I think we reviewed that book on here. We got some healing to do as a individuals and as a community. I'll stop there.
Bishop, I don't think people feel that post-traumatic slave syndrome is actually a thing. Like I'm too listen, I'm 46. I'm only 2 generations out from slavery. My grandfather was born, my paternal grandfather was born 1882. So roughly 15 years after it was said that we were free. Roughly. So he's very much engulfed in that culture. He's very much growing up in that culture. And then my dad was 1927. So I'm like, and we definitely see it. It's just packaged different. It's just packaged different, and we definitely have to speak to that. You know what I mean? And sometimes we even got to speak to it in the church culture. Like, fam, that it's not liberating, bro. Like that's slavery. Like, don't do that. Like, let's wipe that out of our decorum. Let's remove this part of the service. Let's
This is like to highlight how close we are to like the trauma, because it's still trauma, but like that type of trauma. My grandmother, my maternal grandmother, her brother was killed by the KKK. She died in 2020, and she never really talked about it. Like, so she was alive. Her brother was killed by the KKK. Like, that's my grandmother. Like, would have been my great uncle if he would have. He was my great uncle, but he just didn't live. He got killed before I was born. Like, just to show you, like, and you know, back then, you know, there was there is. So you know how Cosby got in trouble. I don't know if you came to this, Bishop, but Cosby did the open house at Howard Law for I think it actually was the class before us. It was when the class coming in 2024, and he did the speech. It basically was like the pound cake speech, but he had visuals of lynching victims, right? And he was like, "Yo, y'all walk around," basically saying y'all walk around with all these designer bags, but y'all don't got nothing in the bags. Then he was like, he was saying, so he was talking. This is incoming college students, right? So he's saying like he's got the projector in the back. And he was like, y'all go around calling each other the B word and the N word. And this is the powerful part that I thought. He was like, so he started clicking in the background. He was like, he was showing the lynching victims. They have a book out there too. I forgot the name of the book that shows all these pictures. And he was like, he was pointing to him like, let me know if is that an N or a B right there hanging from the tree. And everybody was just silent, yo. And then, like, you know, he kept doing the same speech over and over again in different places. I don't know if he had the visuals. Then he just got caught up in the pound cake, like, which he's like, he said y'all dressing the kid getting shot for a pound cake, but why was he stealing pound cake? I ain't agree with that, but just to show you, like, we are still like very, very connected to that trauma, and like you said, we don't talk about and discuss it. It ain't gonna go away. It may never go away, but we can at least try to make it better. But blame rap for sure. Blame rap for sure.
Definitely.
Speaking of rappers' kids and not having well, he got his father around, but blaming rap, because I don't know what else he got to talk about. He want to be in the band going outside. T.I. versus his son.
I stand on business.
I'm standing on business. What y'all got on that? Go. You can start with the Bishop. What's your thoughts on that?
I think T.I. and his wife was trying to humble their son King appropriately. It's unfortunate that this is like a social media culture and that the cam was rolling. I think that led to that put gasoline on him talking back to his family, his father, like that. I think he lost his place. And that's what I mean when I was talking about corporal punishment. Yeah. I tell my wife, you got to have some snap, crackle, and pop in you. And what snap, crackle, and pop is that's when you get popped by your parent and you ain't see it coming. Sometimes, you know, you're going to get the whooping tonight. You know, my mom would tell me, pull your pants down so you can't run, lay down, put your head in the pillow, read some scriptures. It's going to hurt me more than you, yada, yada, yada. That's a different type of whooping. Yeah. But when you get stick out your mouth and that backhand come and you don't see it coming and then you picking up your face, that teaches you some type of fear. Now, all my psychologists and all of that, children's therapists and all of that, they may come on in the comments or whatever, but it gave me a healthy fear and respect of my mom of, you better watch what you're saying and watch your tone. The cameras was rolling with King. King also had to consider his audience out there, which he has built this facade for, like, I'm that dude. And his parents was just trying to correct him, like, bruh, you came up in a gated community. I'm your father. You ain't wanted for nothing. You didn't have the struggle that I had. You ain't been in and out of jail before 18 4 and 5 times like your dad. You didn't have to sell packs, bro. You about to inherit one of my Bentleys or something like that. And I think T.I. then was appropriate. I have to do this with Trey sometimes, like, nah, man, that ain't you. You the most privileged kid I know, bro. You ain't got no hardships. You don't know what a hardship is. For them, his hardship is I can't play the Xbox or be on my iPad for 2 or 3 hours straight. They take it and they want to ballyhoo and all of this stuff. I'm like, son, your father didn't have running water. He didn't have deodorant. I was the musty kid. Like, bro, you don't know.
Yeah, hold up, bro. Hold up. Every show I'll be learning something new. Yeah, you ain't had no running water, no deodorant, son.
Bro, we talked about this.
Yeah, I know you ain't had no running water. I ain't know you didn't have no deodorant.
No, I was the musty kid. We didn't talk about this.
AJ Moore, he was the musty kid,
Look, you learn very quickly. Oh, you better keep them up off you. Keep the wolves up off you, so you got to attack first. That's why I was slick with my tongue. That's why I say, pause. We got jokes, brother. Like, I'm right there with you. I break you down, like, all the way. But my point is, I think because of social media, it went worse. I also think T.I. is intelligent enough that he's going to find some way to positively capitalize off this. And I think I'm seeing it already. Like, they got a show where him and King gonna sit down and talk. Like, it ain't like he fired on this one. He just had to. That's like kind of when you choke somebody out a little bit, you got to shake them like, yo, this me. You better know who you talking to. Like, what?
Yeah. What you got, Moo? What's your thoughts on this?
No, man. Yeah, I'm agreeing with the bishop, man. It, again, that's this culture, but on the back end of everything, he just said it is T.I. is intelligent enough to capitalize on it. I'm just hoping, like, in the background that they're having the serious conversation, because everything is just so publicized now, and goes back to, this is why the communities or the people, citizens, are so invested in celebrities' lives, to the point where they feel like they can tell them how they should be navigating these situations. And even for King, man, and that's for anybody just in this situation, it's like you do your best to not allow your children to experience certain things that you experience, right? Some of these hardships, but I don't know what it is about that life that becomes so attractive to kids. It's like, hey, listen, I grew up in the hood. Anybody know about Patterson and know about the 4th Ward? Like, that's the hood of hoods. And in the 80s, well, depending on where you grew up, you're gonna know exactly what I mean. I grew up in Beirut. All right. I grew up in the Beirut of Patterson, but I came from a 2-family home, a Christian home. So I didn't get it from the mud. I did not get it from the mud. Like, some of my friends, I feel like they had the hustle. Like, that was helping. I didn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I wouldn't even know what it means to stand on a corner and I'm standing out there for survival, because I went home to both working parents and a father who was in college, a deacon in the church, a pillar in the community.
Like, leaving out key detail. I had to walk you home because you were scared, though. But go ahead.
There goes Skip. He can't help himself, Jay. Go ahead.
Yo, so I mean, that's what, but I mean, is I don't know, man. I'm really, really baffled by any of that.
Rap.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really.
Yo,
and it's like, like, cats want they street cred, and I think I had to stop myself somewhere between 18 and 20. And I was just like, yo, what you want street cred for? Like, that's not even your life. That's not like, at that time, once I started college, I went outside like basically on weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I would be out there literally for an hour or two, and then I would bounce. Teenage years, you know, I was on the block, maybe 12, 1 in the morning, but there wasn't no violence. Like, they hustled. You know what I'm saying? Like, they sold drugs. That's what they did. They sold drugs, right? They sold drugs. They wanted to wear nice gear. There was no fighting. There was no shooting. There was no killing. Like, at most, so you just, but I didn't have to be out there to do that. And that whole street cred thing, that just wasn't my thing. Like, that just, I don't know. Like, I don't.
You had a father.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You had a spiritual leader.
Yeah. Like, I just, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I guess if I had to go there, I could just instinctively because that was our environment. But I ain't have to fight for the last meal, my nigga. Like, I ain't have to, like, you know what I'm saying, lean over my food and eat because, you know what I'm saying, or be the first to grab the food out the refrigerator because I didn't know it was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I went to sleep, and I don't know, man. It's like that. It's like that Batman movie. It's like that Batman movie when he tries to denounce all of his privilege.
Yeah.
To be poor, and it's just like, yo, instinctively you don't have it. Like you don't know really what it is to go home and have a drug addict mom, or you know what I'm saying, a drug addict father, or just absent father, and things not be there for you. Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that. I have bad habits, but I just don't know what. I don't know what that is.
Naeem tried 10 guns every other house.
Yeah,
I blame rap.
Yeah, I'm gonna blame rap. And I talked about this before. Actually, I wrote my undergrad thesis on this joint about like I said, this whole thing about the notion of
11 thesis, y'all. He's wrote thesis on everything.
Yeah. So now my research is on, as I was saying earlier, it was on black
educated. He moved.
Yeah,
he moved out the hood early.
I moved out at 13, bro. I left y'all behind at 13. So I left y'all at take my mom. Where my mom at? She don't hop on, but God bless her. So my mother got me out the hood when I was 13. So I moved to the suburb. But even when I got there, I was just saying, like, I was just noticing, like, it was little things like, yo, like people that's really like, I think when you're not from the hood, you don't realize, like, for the most part, people that still live in the hood live there because they can't escape it. You know what I'm saying? They don't got the economic means to really leave. And also, you don't really seeing something on TV and videos glorified, TV glorified, but when you in it, it's different, bro.
Yeah,
like we all from the hood, so we all know. Like when you in it, and I was teasing J Move about him walking in my home, but you know we was in the fourth ward, bro. Like,
and that was Beirut.
Yeah, like yo, I remember Joe was stealing, like they used to steal your ski cap. Remember them things came out?
Man, you couldn't wear an 8-ball. You couldn't wear ski caps, fam. They was stealing those Nissans and Hondas. You know what I'm saying? These is cats that you in class with. You know what I'm saying? Like you 12 years old and you in class, and it's like, yo, I was driving. You know what I'm saying? Like I drove to my eighth grade graduation, but if I'm honest,
yo, you drove to 8th grade graduation.
I learned how to drive in the backwoods of South Carolina, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't learn that from the culture. Like I wasn't out stealing cars. You know what I'm saying? So my flex was like, I'm gonna pull up, but you know what I'm saying? My godfather taught me how to drive. You know, so again, my story was a little different, man. Toyota Corolla 92. Yeah, they was snatching them joints, man. Them things was easy to get, but you know, I don't know, man. Like I think back, like, dang, bro, like, why did I even think that was it, though? You know, like I mean, grace of God that I'm still. I'll say this: grace of God that I'm still alive. You know what I mean?
Yo,
like
Jonathan went real Patterson on us, yo. You're not walking to Governor Carroll at the 8.
Not now.
Not now, yo.
I mean, that's definitely where I was. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my teenage years. It was the Boulevard part of my teenage years. Boulevard's down by King Street. Shout out to my family that out there, and then I had a couple of the big homies on Governor and Carroll, the complex over there. So I didn't have to fight.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
good?
Did
Like
you get
the big homies pull up, like, yo, you good?
I would let Bishop get the Bishop and our viewers together because they don't know what we talking about. Like Governor Carroll, I guess y'all could do y'all could apply
Hey,
some things, but
I'm
like
with you, brother.
yeah,
You already know Milwaukee. We done talked about it at nauseum of just it. Look, you look at the murder capitals when we was. I know the star. You didn't wear nothing in my neighborhood with a star on it. You could them
yeah,
stars.
y'all had gangs out there. We didn't have gangs back in
We
the
was
day.
snatching them like
Yeah.
we snatching your Jordans. I was telling my wife the breads. I remember, man, this dude climbed on our second story porch one day. Me and the cousins was spending the night. We had the porch door open on the second story, so it ain't no steps to get up there. And he ran in the house because somebody was across the street with his other Jordan. He was just waiting on the bus and didn't know no better. Like, bruh. And he was waiting too. He wanted the other shoe. Like, bruh, no, like you lucky you ain't dead, fool. Like, really? For a shoe? So I understand you ain't even got. I don't have to know what Governor and Carroll is. I would call that 27th and Burleigh.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know what? I will say this: a positive thing from it. I knew how to recognize other hoods when I went to other cities.
Yeah, absolutely. You get that situational awareness, and I try to teach my son, Deacon. No, we done talked about this. My son don't have that. I'm like, son, if you ain't paying attention out here in these streets, you could catch a stray. It ain't even for you. You need to be able to have your spider senses on to know across the street. Oh, they getting loud and talking. Oh, somebody finna go to the trunk. I can't
Facts.
just be in my own world or I don't survive. And of course, it's the grace and mercy of God. I'm telling them, no, you get those instincts because, as you said, DeTravius, when you from the hood, you trying to get out of there as soon as possible. Shout out to your moms. It
Yeah,
took
man.
me a good minute, so I had to learn some stuff.
Yeah. Now, I like I said, it was crazy because in real time, I think I might have discussed it on the show before. In real time, I hated it because I wanted to be in the hood with my friends, everybody I grew up with, and so like I didn't realize it really until the last 5-10 years. Just like how like not because I probably would have went to East Side, right, or Tech. So East Side High is the one that's cool. Everybody knows from Lean on Me.
Yeah.
I went to Patterson Catholic. I wanted to go to Patterson Catholic, but mother ain't paid for school a day in her life when it came to the K through 12.
Might have saved my life, bro.
Yeah. So where I was going with it. So when I moved, I hated it because I wanted to be in the hood with my friends, quote unquote. But I didn't realize like last 5-10 years, like just even like the stress, quote unquote, because I probably want to recognize that stress, just walking over different hoods just to get the East Side High. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't no busing system from, you know what I mean? You had to walk across 12th Ave,
Yeah.
10th Ave, just going from where I was at on 9th Ave to the school. You know what I mean? Just that stress and just like me, I didn't appreciate it, but just me just going to school, just being a student. You know what I mean? Like not worrying about like, yo, I gotta walk home with my crew or some, you know what I mean? Obviously, thousands of kids go through it, millions of kids go through it every year. But I wasn't one of them, so I can't claim them stripes. You know what I mean? I could just focus on school, but I didn't. But I could have just focused on school.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, man. King, man, hope you get it together. Not sure if you're gonna see this. That ain't where it's at, fam. Especially 2023. It's different out here.
Yeah. All right,
so it's different out here.
Different out here. We gonna about to hold up. You got the sound effects for the Jesse of the week.
Before you go there, talking about it's different. Just sharing with Jay, the good deacon and I was talking about this earlier. We're trying to get my nephew on for the past 2 weeks, and World Star ran a post about him, how this generation is different because he done got these 3 girls to get his face tattooed on their face. And he's yes. I told him I don't condone what you do, but that's you. You be the best at whatever it is you're gonna be. That's always been my message as a uncle, and you pray for folks. Jesus will find you. But when you say this generation is different, they different. They
Man,
and
they
again,
different.
I'm gonna go back to digging you something like a prophet. Blame rap, man. It's just and now the girls are coming. They coming with a force. Look at all of the music that they got. I listen to some of these songs and I'll be like, dang, the dudes used to be saying this stuff. We had Luke them talking like this. Now the girls is talking like this and Pound Town, and it's just like, man.
Remember that? Remember that verse from Lil Kim? I used to be scared of it, but
Yeah,
No,
now
he
I
said he.
what?
Oh, last week you missed last week's show. This Joker said he don't know what I'm talking about, man. But go ahead.
no, that line I know. You was trying to say,
That was the opening line to
yeah,
the
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
We might
yeah.
know that one, but I told him, yeah, no, I wasn't a Lil Kim fan or nothing like that, but I know exactly the line that you talking about because that's
Yeah, no, I was saying because she name dropped Heather Hunter and somebody else, and he was like, you don't know who that is.
yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
DeTravius, I mean, the Deacon has an extensive porno knowledge that I told him I guess I started late because I ain't know all of that. I ain't claiming to be perfect, but I was honest. Like I don't know them, bro. My mom wouldn't let me spend the night at certain folks' house. So I ain't this brother was in it early. But yes, now we see the difference in female rap and our young school age girls too. So if you got a daughter, and I know I got one, protect your daughter. Make sure that they don't want to grow up and be like some of these the role models that's being pushed out there. I could name a whole bunch of bad ones, but I can't think of too many good ones other than the little girl that's like the director of she was on
Oh,
Black.
Diane.
Yes, she's doing her
Diane.
thing, but it ain't too many positive young role models for them that I could think of off the top of my head. But as far as rap and what we glorifying, and this comes to the point of D1. I don't know if y'all know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deacon, one of our classmates from Louisiana is like his best friend and was telling us about him coming up. I
Yeah, he
don't.
was telling us about it in law school, yo. That was a long time ago.
Before he hit.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago.
Yeah, and now he's there, and he done called out the rap industry and getting threats and all of that. But he basically said, "Man, y'all glorifying some stuff, and y'all not even in that. Like y'all in gated communities. Y'all not letting y'all children do this. Why are y'all perpetuating this? And it's all about money, man."
Yeah, I think I was just watching a podcast and they were playing like some of the responses from the rappers, and the rappers was on some like, oh, you don't know what I do for the community, da 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 da. And so after they finished playing the comments from the rappers, I'm not gonna say any names. One of them is local here, so I don't know if I run
Who is
into him.
that, Jim Jones?
Yeah. I'm like, I might run into my man, and I'm like, bro, like if you ain't got hands, you might just want to keep walking past me. But anyway, his response, but once they stopped playing, it was just like, but they're not dealing with their content.
Yeah, you
Like that is like the mafia, like fam, like you the mafia, but you handing out turkeys at Thanksgiving, and we're supposed to ignore everything that you do for 364 days.
Yeah. Now I saw that, and in the veiled thread of, you talking about me, I can control myself, but I don't know what my cousins, there may be cousins out there and stuff like that. Like, man, D1 not worried about that, bro. He from Louisiana for real.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
Yeah, I recently got introduced to D1. He did a collab he did a feature on a gospel album, and so that's when I got introduced to D1, and was just watching some of the interviews that he did, just recently. And then actually within the last couple of days I heard about, just how he's definitely calling people to the carpet. And I mean, like, this is rightfully so though. You know what I mean? Like, we definitely got to be, just more
this is
responsible,
where my
man.
issue. My issue with rappers. So I was going on the Stop Rap campaign. I might bring it back next week. Stop rapping, do something else, basically. My issue with rappers is and I was talking to Corey in our group chat about it like a while ago. It's like, yo, like soon as you say something they don't like, they want to fight, bro. It's like, yo, you 50 years old, fam. You know what I'm
But you
saying? Like,
still
yo,
trying to hold on to that street cred.
yeah, like you 50 years old, you want to fight somebody because they don't like your music. They got an issue with the content of your music. Like, yo, you put your music. Nobody's forcing anybody to rap right now.
Dang.
Yeah. And what happened to word is bond.
Yeah, but
That's
nobody. So, what I was saying is like, yo, we got all these jokers that's like emotionally immature, or they trying to keep up this image. Like, yo, bro, like with the rapper we're talking about, is like, yo, you about to be 50 years old if you're not 50 yet. Like, relax, man. You're a grown ass
I
man.
don't.
hey, Deacon!
But you know what was crazy? You know what was crazy? That's why so many people had. That's why so many people had negative comments about the 444 album.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it was a lot of people, and I'm just like, how do y'all? What? Wait.
And that's why we ain't got an Andre 3000 album right now.
He gave us a flute, yo.
That's why we ain't
Hey,
got it. He said
is being sampled right now. Somebody is sampled. Somebody's using one of
Lupe
those.
Fiasco done already rapped. And you know Lupe is super intelligent. I don't know what happened to him, but I was loving Lupe, man. That was my guy. But
I think he teaches at a college.
look at Young Jeezy. I
Yeah.
like his growth. His
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
album, he got a song about, man, hold that street cred. I'm good. Basically, that's the message in the hook. Like I've learned about that.
Yeah, and that's again, that's just feeding, you know, the male's ego, man. That we, and like you talked about, man, emotional intelligence. Like it's because we don't have the education, you know, behind, you know, what we feel, how to feel, and how things are just so, how different emotions are just so interconnected, from frustration to then leading to anger, right? Like it's, and so we think we have this antiquated vision of what makes us masculine or what makes us a male. We just continue to feed it, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, Trey, like, I'm not 50 yet, but I feel like at 50, man, I definitely should be on some like, nah, play a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like even now, right, in 40s, like, yo, nah, fam, hold that. We not doing that, bro. Let's sit down, bro. Let's, you know, meet me over here, bro. They don't know us. You know what I mean? Treat you to a couple of drinks to help you out or something. I don't know.
Right.
Just,
You the bishop, man. You the
know what I'm
pastor. You
saying?
can't be drinking, man. You can't be drinking, pastor.
I said treat.
Oh.
That's that lawyer. See, that's that lawyer. He's about to get me. He was about to get me, Bishop. He's about to get. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I just don't know, man. But I know definitely as a whole, as men, we gotta hold each other accountable with that, right? Because
we learn how to deal with our feelings.
sure.
We got to be able to feel our feelings. We've been taught to lock them down, and that's what lead to reactions. We react and we still in that emotion instead of feeling it, thinking about it, and going on about our day.
It's so many untapped intelligent brothers in our community, man. And like Bishop was saying earlier, like with Big Meech, we got a bunch of Big Meechs in our community. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that the education system and antiquated paradigms of programming doesn't or are not able to facilitate or help, you know, people who young men who are like that. You know what I mean? But
that was very pastoral, I must say. You used about 5 big words in there. Did you keep
up that booking program too? He probably was in that booking
did you
program.
keep up?
I'll run laps around you. Hey, Pastor, you was in the booking program? You knew about the booking program back in the day?
nah, man, what was that, man?
Yo, you could, they said it was around when we in that area too, but
Yeah,
the good bishop put me on to it. It was a program where Pizza Hut was doing, if you read so many books, you got a free pizza.
Yeah.
Oh nah, yo! I wish I'd have known about that.
I said, I wish I would have
Cause
known that.
I think I started really like revving up with books probably around 16, 17, man. Like shoot.
Oh, you would have missed the booking program. That you old.
Oh, when was that? So when was
Yo,
it?
they
It
ain't
was
giving no grown ass teenagers no no
uh
free piece for reading the book.
Hey, Deacon.
Oh,
Hey,
my
we
bad.
don't have a Deacon.
wait, with a button.
Yeah, this Jefferson said I started getting into books at 16.
Yo, I thought it was like a teen. I thought it was like a teen program, man. Nah, kids. Nah.
It's done duty for you, yo. You are 6'8", walking to the booking program with your little book assignments that you read and signed. Can I get my free piece? Security, get the joke out here, yo.
Yo, I aged out, man. I aged
You
out.
aged out of that joint. So we got 5 minutes. I don't know if y'all want to go past the hour or not, but I'm just letting y'all know. So we wind it down. We're gonna wind down.
It's up to y'all, man.
It's up to y'all, man. I'm good, bro. I got a few minutes today.
All right, let's do because we ain't even hitting no time. But this has been a great discussion though. So we can do 15, 20 minutes more. Naeem knew about the booking program. I feel like a lot of jokers was keeping stuff from me, bro, because I ain't know nothing about no booking program. I don't remember the commercials. I don't remember none of that.
I don't remember if they had commercials, but yeah, that was a public school thing, bro. You might have been tapped out of that one when you moved, but
nah, I was in public school. I've been in public school my whole life, bro.
Nah, but you was in the suburbs, right?
Yo, I ain't go to suburbs to the 8th grade.
Yeah.
did they have free lunch at your school?
8th grade? I don't know, because I never was up.
You would know if he
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why.
See, they taxed out of that. It's a whole different conversation.
What's funny is
came about. Look, I wish I would have been taxed out.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. I spoke to somebody about this recently, like, because I went to school 10, Del Ave, school 21, Junior 2. Those are all the schools I went to in the hood. And I was thinking, I was telling somebody like, yo, a lot of people I know had the tickets back in the day. They used to get the blue tickets. Remember the blue tickets? Y'all had the blue tickets too, Bishop?
I had them. That was that free lunch. Get out my face.
Free lunch. So I was like, yo, my mother had me. She don't like me telling this story, but it's my story too. She had me at 17, still in high school. So and I never knew my dad. So it was crazy. I was like, yo, how poor? Because she always made too much money for me to get free lunch, right? Or reduced lunch. I said, yo, she was a single parent. So when I was in school, she, like I said, she only 17 and some changes older than me. Like, how poor did you have to be to get the free ticket, bro? J Moo, you had the free ticket?
Nah, man. My parents were career factory and hospital workers, bro. So they couldn't even put one salary up there. It didn't even matter.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. That's a blessing again. As somebody who come from that, I had the blue ticket. That ain't something you glorify or like.
You was on the block. Y'all was on the blocks for free lunch. That's a whole line,
man. We stood in the line for WIC and all of that stuff, man. I remember the free cheese, the big.
Yo, let me ask you this: what did you have to do for the free cheese? Because I remember the cheese though. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if we were connected to a program. So Bishop probably got it legally. So I know we got the free cheese. What you saying about my parents?
Nah, we got the free. Your peoples had connections to the crackheads, yo.
The crackheads, they come up to my door.
So the hustle was back then.
Yeah,
you know, they had the
I remember the block. I remember the box, the plastic to rip off, and you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You got it, bro. I'm gonna tell you how you got it. I know your parents, career parents, but all our parents got something in some dirt with them. I'm gonna tell you how you got the free cheese, bro. Because you probably started getting the food stamps too. Crackheads was selling them on the street. So back in the day, they was exchanging money for the
vouchers.
The vouchers, yeah, for because it was colorful money was their money. They had like all the colors, like brown was a certain denomination, green was a certain denomination. So what they were doing, they were selling their food and their stamps for money so they could buy crap.
That. But inflation took over. Now you could get like $20 worth of food stamps for $10 cash because folks is
Yeah.
desperate. That cash
Yeah.
can allow you to buy other stuff that you can't, like cigarettes
Cigarettes,
and beer and wine. And the kids is just left out there, man. It's a dirty game. It's a
That's
dirty.
how you probably got it. That's how you probably got to move. Because I remember the cheese
I
too.
remember that,
He's
fam.
incriminating your parents.
Yeah, man. I don't.
Statutes of limitations is up. Statutes of limitations is up,
Yeah, it was probably somebody else in our family. I don't even. Yeah, but it's all good though. They made good grilled cheese though.
Oh, great grilled cheese. Yes, sir.
Nice
Yeah,
thick slice.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
you'll be what's the name for a week though. You'll be backed up for a week because you put too much cheese on that joint. And that government cheese, another. I know we off topic, but on topic. That government cheese lasted a long time too. I don't know what type of preservatives they put in there.
Yeah.
That joint lasted for a minute because you got a big block of cheese.
Yeah.
Fam, yeah. Like if you ain't have a big family, you was definitely keeping that for a minute. Like
Yeah. And it didn't get hard or nothing. I'm like, yo, what? That hindsight, like, yo,
If
what
you
was
left it out the refrigerator, it might get hard or
Right.
uncovered. I remember that. We
uncovered. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It lasted. It was good. But
All right.
anyway, what else?
Anyway, all right. So let's get to the Jesse of the week. Pew, 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 pew. So the Jesse of the week. Let me share this real quick. We got Jesse Smollett, Juicy Smollett. In case y'all don't know, y'all been living on a rock. This is the brother that said that he was attacked by some racist white people wearing the MAGA hat. Oh, it's not popping up, whatever it is. So he got convicted, but he appealed his conviction, and the court just held it up, saying like, "Yo, bro, you ain't present any evidence that will make us throw out your appeal." So he's appealing right now to the Supreme Court of Illinois. But if they don't take his case, he's gonna have to start doing that time.
What did he get? How much time did he get?
He ain't get much. Hold up. Let's see how many days he got in the head. He didn't get a whole bunch of time, but I guess nobody's trying to do even a day in jail. Yeah. He didn't get a whole bunch of time.
Yeah, his sister seems to be doing pretty well. She's getting some good roles.
Yeah, no, when I look at that, it just brings sadness because it's like, I don't know if you're getting the best legal counsel. Because I mean,
it can't be, man.
Your situation, they got you not even co-defendants. You got the two Nigerians who basically snitched on you. And look at it, it's like, man, to file an appeal, that's money.
Yeah, and it was a witness, and it was witnesses, so he went all the way to trial with it. That's the part. So the thing is, like, yo, bro, they got you on camera. They tracked him from his spot to where he got by the pings on the phone and all that type of stuff. Go ahead.
So let me ask y'all legally. So is it more so because so many people got involved? That's really like, so because he had the police involved, he had the, you know what I mean, like different departments within the police department. Like they spent money.
Yeah, he used resources, city resources, and I think the DA even back then was like, "Oh no, he gonna superstar or not, he gonna have to pay for using these resources." Because he did have, it was a big thing, and he kept it going. Like, man,
yo, it was so big. I remember in real time, I said, "Yo, we need to chill and see if more details come out," because the story was suspect to me. They was calling me all types of the H-phobic words and all this type of stuff. I said, "Yo, bro, that story sound right to y'all?" Like it was like 20 degrees below zero.
Niggas going to Subway.
Yeah, you go to Subway at 1:00 in the morning, below 20 degrees in Chicago. You just happen to randomly run into some dudes with MAGA hats on and a noose in Chicago at 2 o'clock in the morning. Come on, bro. I didn't think it was gonna be a whole hoax. I just thought it was like, yo, he might have been out there trying to get something. You know what I mean? But I didn't think it was gonna be this. You know, I got called all types of H-phobic words and all that. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm just asking simple questions. Like, that makes sense to y'all, but apparently it makes sense to people until that evidence start coming out.
But man, that whole thing, man, it's kind of deep though. You know what I mean? Like, and this probably should be a case study for a class, psychology class or something. Because I think the assumption is because you are on TV, because you are a superstar, that your life is pretty straight. Man, there's a whole lot of dysfunction with that story, man. For you to come up with that, like what was really happening with him? And again, we go back to that emotional intelligence. Like what was he lacking in his life? And he felt he had to,
what's his mental like? His mental issues.
all of that.
Yeah, all that. Yeah,
All of it, because it's all interconnected, right? Like, is whatever he feels he's missing is gonna give him some limelight. And you know, people do publicity stunts right before a big movie or a big album release. Like, what was going on? Like, what was really going on?
Man said he was a gay Tupac. That was mad funny when he said
I think
that.
he was trying to negotiate a new contract on
But
Empire.
Empire,
Empire dropped. It backfired. And again, it's like, man, why didn't you just feel your emotions for a minute before you went out there and made that story? But he planned that. Like, you paid Nigerians. You like, he tried to pull the 50 Cent publicity stunt, but it didn't work for him. It really did backfire. And it's unfortunate because somebody paying for that now. Like, whatever money you did earn for that appeal case, and you're going to still take it to the Supreme Court, even though they got all of these text messages and all of that. Is just like, bro, who counseling you? Sometimes you just got to sit down and take it on the chin and say, well, what's my lesson that I'm supposed to learn from this? Because I deserve this. Like, I'm getting what I deserve. This ain't mercy. I'm not getting mercy right now.
I'm gonna tell you, like a lot of clients, bro. I ain't gonna say a lot, but some they don't listen to their lawyers anyway, man. I'm just telling you from experience, bro. You tell them like, yo, you should do this, that, and the third, and then they be like, they start listening to the word on the street, that people's be in their ear, and the next thing you know, they trying to go to trial. Where you told them like, yo, bro, they got you on camera, they got the text message, they got the checks, they got the 2 witnesses, bro. You need to plead. I don't know if they took the plea deal off the table, but yo, you need to plead. Like, there's no way you're gonna beat this. And you know,
better watch that Gotti documentary, yo.
Which one?
The one on Netflix.
Oh, Sean, what's up, twin? Sean Collins, twin. That's a classmate. He gave us a heart, bro. Bishop.
Oh, what's up, brother? Good brother. Hustle in the house. Your twin. Did you see the story I sent you about Cameron?
Oh yeah. I think I got it. So Pastor
Which
Moo.
one?
So hold on. Before we get into it, Pastor Moo, I just want to have you been checking the Cameron and Mace sports show out?
Not completely, but I did enjoy the snippets or the clips of the whole pause segment. That was a blessing to my heart. Whoever those interns are that went back and listened to those lyrics, went through all of the songs to find pause moments.
Yeah. I haven't seen that. I gotta check that out.
That was, oh my gosh, that was funny. Like I played that clip several times, yo, because it was just like, as they said, I mean, they going hard on each other. Pause. See, they were going at each other pretty aggressively, man. And I mean, it was, couldn't even finish the lines for laughing. Like, bro, do you believe you said that? You actually rapped that in a song, and you thought it was hot? Okay, bet. I'll touch you. I definitely will, man. It's like, yo, you thought, but I mean, again, man, I the one thing I'm appreciating about just the whole thing is just, cats is finding a space for them, man, and using their celebrity.
I appreciate the reconciliation, because they was going They was going at each other's throat for a minute, and then they got back, and it's like, man, y'all natural chemistry, y'all good brothers. But the story, because they got so much history, Cam must have got, what is it, Drink Champs with Nori? He must have got tipsy on the show, and he went to telling about when they ran a train on this chick. And oh yeah, thank God we didn't have cell phones, and now they may be in some trouble because the community. This goes back to what you said in the beginning, Jay, about, man, people disagree with a lot of stuff. Even though this happened way back then, he was telling it in a funny way, just speaking his truth, that how they do. But people didn't like the fact that I guess Mace must have knocked her upside the head a couple times, and Cam, like, she liked it while they double teaming her, Can you play it, bro? You got sound?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna play it right now and see if it works.
Hey, listen, what
Y'all can hear
I'm
that?
telling you is, I wish we could talk about the 90s.
You can talk about the
We can talk about it. When we was gangbanging bitches, was we ever passionate? Yo, I remember one time, my man let me talk about the past. We was in a whorehouse one time, me and Murder. Me and Murder was in this whorehouse. So we left the bitch, we took the bitch out the whorehouse.
Yeah, there's a lot of bees, a lot of cursing. I don't know if you want to play the whole thing. I don't want to get it.
Look, they ain't no worse than you, Deacon. He only had one so far. You had 2 curse words.
Yo, ass is not a curse word. That's in the Bible, man.
Oh yeah, okay.
Same context.
Yeah. Oh,
Context matters, right?
Huh?
Context matters, Jesse. You know that. But
Yeah,
he
my whole
told the
thing-
story just like that, Jay. And basically went on. They get her out the house. They go to either Cam's or Mace's house, and you know them two is some fools.
They was basically
talking about what
saying
he doing.
That's why
They
that
ran it.
fallout was so hard.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Pause.
Difficult. Pause. Yeah. Dang. I'm getting caught today. Hold on.
You get caught on that order. We just spoke about Cameron and Mace. So only thing I
Yeah.
would tell them, like, I don't know. I mean, I know they doing all this stuff for content, but a lot of that stuff that I know they got the organic chemistry and all that. Like me and all 3 of us have, but some of that stuff you gotta know, like, yo, we can't bring that back up. Yeah.
Oh, listen at the pot. The pot calling
the kettle black.
Yeah, this brother always be trying to get me on some stuff. What I say with friends like this, who needs it?
Nah, so the stuff I only ask you about stuff you put in the book. I don't ask you about nothing.
No, Jesse. I ain't letting you off that easy. Pause.
But yo, that was like me and the wife the other day. We were just talking about what shows we grew up on. They could not like release now. Like you can't play that show.
Yo, you know what? I think all those shows will be released, but they wouldn't be on regular TV though. They'd be on some streaming services.
I think TV is worse now than it was back.
I haven't watched TV in so long, so I don't even know.
Yes and no, right? So the politically correct part, like so the verbiage vernacular.
Oh yeah.
Like verbiage vernacular part, or like the jokes and things like that, right? Like the jokes.
Yeah.
The jokes and things like that. Yeah. No, today's TV is
definitely can't drop no F-bombs like that. That used to be dropped a lot in like All in the Family, I believe.
Yo, All in the Family is no like
man,
what? The Jeffersons, like fam, like we'll watch some of those shows on some of these networks that'll stream and we're like, oh, you couldn't say that now. Like, oh, you could, no way.
No way.
But it's interesting though, right? Because they get you on the verbal vibe, but some of the action and what I'm saying, the scenes, I'm like, yo, that's just as bad.
Yeah.
Or if not worse, you know what I'm saying?
Worse. Yeah.
All right, we got let's get into Elon Musk real quick. Speaking of, since I got some good Christian brothers on here, he was accused of let me get this article, let me share it real quick. So y'all familiar with what's going on?
Just run it by me real quick.
Yeah.
So apparently he had apparently he had co-signed a statement or wrote something that was considered anti-Semitic, and Disney threatened to pull their advertise. Actually, I think Disney already pulled the advertisements from him. He basically he did an interview with saying like, yo, y'all not gonna bully me to keep silent about some things. So if anybody that doesn't want to advertise on X, don't F him. He literally said F him.
He definitely on one, bro.
Yeah, he can do that type of stuff.
Yeah, he had. I'm gonna get.
I feel like I saw that headline. I don't remember what he signed on to that was anti-Semitic, but I feel like that's being overused now. And we talked about this last week. That goes back to Kyrie's statement when they was trying to get on Kyrie, like, Hold on, man. I'm gonna say something anti-Semitic. I know where I'm from. Like, I ain't gonna get into all the history, Hebrews to Negroes, and Deacon, you always be telling me don't get fired and all of that good stuff. But to the point, like, come on, man. What happened to free speech? And they have really taken over our government and our media. And when I say they, I mean those that are sensitive to language and try to censor it towards a specific group. You could say all kind of stuff. I think Dave Chappelle had a skit on this or something where he was like, yeah, I could say the N-word, N-word, N-word. But as soon as I said this, they tried to censor me. And I came back and was like, well, why can't I say the N-word? I'm not.
Thank you for coming back to that, Bishop. Yo, I gotta send y'all this clip by Bizzle. I gotta send y'all this. Deke, I don't know if you know Bizzle. Bishop, you heard of Bizzle, right? The rapper out of the Christian rapper out of, I don't know what they call Christian rappers, hip hop artist. Anyway, out of Cali. Yo, he's one of the illest. Like
I have not heard of him.
No, he is. He's probably one of the best. Like he's probably one of the one of the best I heard. What's up, bro?
Pastor Move and Deacon. I know y'all been praying for me, right? But I'm still listening to that ignorant rap, bro. Like I ain't no
from the 90s though, right? Like from the 90s though, right?
So my ignorant rappers right now are Pusha T,
Danny the Butcher,
Pusha T, the Griselda crew. I listen to them every now and then. Jeezy, T.I.
We're gonna pray for your growth.
Yeah, pray for me, man. Pray for me.
Yeah, because it's a lot of Christian hip hop rappers.
So I think, hey, Jason Moore, I think you can actually share the screen if you got it up. I think you can do it. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the clip real quick.
So I was going with the Elon Musk. I remember I wrote something on I think you liked it, Bishop, when I had said it is certain groups that you can't say nothing about. You automatically label a hater of them groups, like not like the rap hater, like you really hate them. Like, so we know the groups that you can't talk about now. Like they will come for you, bro.
Well, we've known that from the start, and it's
so we know about one group, but it's been a whole other groups that came behind them that has that same power. You say something, boom.
No, I ain't gonna mince words. We've even before the LGBTQ, I knew you didn't. Those, if you knew you couldn't talk about the Jewish community either, and it made sense because they control a lot of.
So were you telling me that they got contracts with states that if you say anything,
yes, you telling me not anti-boycott Israel provisions. You Google that, and you can see that a lot of our state government contracts, like corporation, you're doing a great job. You got great cost for us. You providing this service, but we have the right to cancel a contract. The contract is automatically terminated if you boycott Israel. It's like, wait, what that got to do with Texas? But that's how strong it is.
How powerful. And we had a classmate that was working with them too. It's how powerful them jokers are.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that.
Go ahead.
It's interesting that I guess we had some pre-discussion before we went live. It's just interesting that like so outside of the religious aspect of it, you're a country, right? So a country like the UN, like I'm saying last week in the last 3 weeks, like the UN Human Rights Organization, all have published these scathing reports about how they're treating the Palestinian people. And even if me just saying that, somebody gonna come in like, yo, you been like, yo, these organizations are anti-Semitic. So you're a member of the UN. You're a member of the UN. The UN is supposed to be this objective body of governments and people of United Nations where they do the research. And y'all all funded. So y'all cool with everything they saying about all these other countries and what they doing in mishaps. As soon as they say something about you, now y'all questioning the research. And I had posted something about that, like, yo, as soon as you start questioning the research or the people don't like the research, the conclusions, all of a sudden they start questioning anything that they agree with. They be silent, yo. That's that confirmation bias and play for real. Like, yo, bro, like this is the same organization that they said something about you that you like. You ain't gonna say nothing about it.
That's the world we live in today. Don't get fired, Pastor.
Don't get fired, Pastor. Don't get fired.
Bizzle. I got a whole Christian rap playlist, and he hasn't come
Yo,
up.
you ain't even share me the yo.
I got you. I'm gonna send you the playlist. These rappers,
Yeah.
pause, pre-pause, they go hard, bro.
This got a whole playlist and ain't shared with me, man.
Yeah, I'll
show,
share it with you. You share it with the good pastor. My guy is carrying the light. We done talked about it on here. Like he is he a hip hop, but I gotta hear this Bizzle guy because Jay is vouching him, and I know he was raised by a good family. He's got some intelligence about him. So
yeah, he had a good family that was getting the cheese from the crackheads for $20. Yeah.
You can't share no details with this Jesse J.
Yo, and they sent in the school in a Suge Knight suit in 3rd grade. Yo, Suge Knight bit your whole style, yo.
Oh,
you got it. All right, so while he getting that together, let me see what else we got. We did everything. So we gonna wait for him. Y'all got some what y'all think about the NBA until you get that ready. Still any changes?
We rolling. Both.
Giddy. You want to talk because this show is called Allegedly. So Giddy, the dude Josh Giddy, that's being under investigation for potentially messing with a underage girl allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
And people, the media has been it was a couple people specifically be catching fire because they haven't been talking about it. But I just want to let everybody know, like, when stuff is alleged, you got to be careful anyway. Just because these jokers on the internet is coming out saying such and such definitely did it, whoever it is, if it's still an allegation, it's an allegation, bro. So y'all better start using that term allegedly when you reporting on stuff. Like you saying he definitely did it, he definitely didn't do it. I don't think y'all want to stand it. Like y'all saw what happened to Tasha K with Cardi B.
Yeah,
she wilding.
Yeah,
she wilding. She did not take the warning.
Yeah,
she did not heed the warning.
And
no, I was gonna say I got that clip. I found it.
All right, do you see present at the bottom of your thing?
Yep.
All right, just put that button in it. Yeah, share screen. So hey, I'm letting you know right now, if this Joker trash, you gonna be heated, yo. For the next 9, we only got 9 episodes left.
Yo, Bizzle is it. Hold on, I'm about to share it now.
Yo, it better be fire, yo.
Can you bring it on the screen?
Yeah,
so share.
I see it. We are added to the stage.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Most sex, drugs, murder on the daily. You can kill babies. Okay. You can say a man got pregnant by a lady. Really? The things that you can't say don't make you question why what you can say is gravy. I'm a killer. I'm a killer. One of those are wrong. One of those are cool. One of those will get a rich black man canceled. The other one will put a new Grammy on his mantle. But what do I know? I'm just a Christian rapper. Black entrepreneur, black father active, black husband rapping like he care about a black life. Black philanthropist, water to Africa and a Flint. Black man of God with a catalog. Your children can rap along with in the car with you. And it's hard. And I ain't saying this so y'all support me. I'm just trying to show you what y'all been calling corny. People remember the narrative is imperative. What other reason would Jews flip on Jesus and choose Barabbas? We still choosing the killers over the healers, huh? We still follow whatever leaders they give us, huh? Look at most influence, they won't go against the grain. They paid to make the grain look doper to us. I digress, y'all. I just be over here corny, watching all the cool rappers put a dress on. Promote sex, drugs, murder.
That's fire. I passed the move.
That was hard.
Your fourth ward card still in place. Got you.
I felt all of that, man. I felt all of that. I felt all of that. One will get you canceled. The other put a Grammy on your mantle.
Yeah.
That was speaking to everything we was just talking about.
Yeah.
That was a bar. That's hard. That was hard. That was hard. Pause. That was pause.
Yeah.
I like that. I was a little skeptical. I'm like, yo, you take it too long. I thought you was shaking in your boots. Like, yo, I don't know if I'm gonna share this live.
Oh man, you know, because
I appreciate
sometimes
that.
we consume so much, I couldn't remember where, like, if somebody sent it or I just like popped up on it. But that one clip just it took me 10 minutes to recover, man, because it's like now you start like, and like I think Bishop was talking about it earlier, like the government, like the intentionality of what they promote to our communities, man.
I've had my son read The Color of Law. I don't know if we reviewed it on this show. We
Nah,
probably
we haven't reviewed it. 'Cause I think we put it on pause because I haven't read it yet, but I got it. I own it. It's on my bookshelf.
Color of Law is a great book that talks about how our government, through laws, basically have discriminated and worked overtime to keep minorities, specifically African American minorities, down. And it's funny because a lot of laws, you think about gas stations and all of that, like how the Indians come over here and they get the gas stations, they specifically exclude other groups, and The Color of Law goes through, Congress as what was going on for them to pass the law, the sponsors, the exclusions of the law. And when you look at how they have used the law to hold us down, it's just like, wow. But they don't teach us that in schools. We got to go get that information. And then it comes to, I think it was Malcolm X that said it. Why would you expect your oppressors to tell you how to get free? That's just nonsensical. That goes to Animal Farm. Hey, once I get on top, I ain't giving you the recipe to overtake me. I want you beneath me. That's why I say nobody really likes a winner. They can applaud your accomplishments till you surpass them, and then it's like, nah, I gotta find some way to bring you down. So
Yeah. So we coming up on 5 minutes, so we're gonna wrap it up in 5 minutes. So what y'all got some closing thoughts? But Color Law, let's review that book next week. I'm gonna read it this week. How many pages is it? Like 400, all right?
I'm not sure, brother. I don't get intimidated by pages. I did pizza.
Now I understand because I'm trying to
Pizza Hut.
We read here.
Yeah, I don't want to make the commitment if I ain't going, because I'm definitely not gonna read 400 pages in a
And
week.
we spell our last name correctly.
He said he wanted to be down with Murder Mace.
Murder Mace, Bethea, yeah. So what we got? What's the closing thoughts, man? Who Pastor Moo, you gonna take us out in prayer, but what's the closing thoughts?
Yo, my closing thoughts is, man, just make the investment in yourself, no matter how it's more costly if you don't. You're gonna pay a cost to invest in yourself, but you're gonna pay a greater cost if you don't.
So I'll pay a greater cost if you don't invest in yourself.
Yeah, like it's a cost either way. Like don't shortchange yourself. Don't shortcut yourself.
Pastor Moo, how tall are you? 6 what?
5'11", 6 foot somewhere. I'm literally like right on the border, man. I'm like right on the border.
We gotta all get together one day, figure it out, because get us on the basketball court, because I believe I'm the nicest out of all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, you know what? Yeah. We just talked about this. At a certain age, bro, you are the nicest. Even if you not right now, you are, because I ain't getting on nobody's basketball. Fam, the recovery time is too long now.
I'm nice. That Jesse trying to provoke me. I'm gonna let him have it.
We might have to take a trip then. Let's take a trip.
I pull a Ja Morant on it. And little baby. Oh, brother. My closing thought. I love the bet on yourself. We talk about that on here. That's big. I was telling my son this week, trying to teach him about some principles. My closing would be: a coward dies 1,000 deaths, but a warrior dies once. And I've seen we're getting to that age where, for those of us that have careers, I see people still compromising. They know better, but fear keeps them from betting on themselves. So we put up with stuff that we probably shouldn't put up with. And when you know who you are and whose you are, you should walk accordingly. I tell my students, imagine when Obama was president, that was your uncle. you would definitely move different. Police pull you over, man. You know who my uncle is. I ain't worried about it. You better sit down. We would just move differently. And I think as a community, they did a good job in stripping us of our names and our connection back. This is why I rock with Nigerians. I'm secretly Igbo, but won't take the DNA test. But they carry themselves in such a way that is just admirable. Like they not bogged down by slavery. It seems like they walk with their head held high, even when you low. When you know what's in you, like it's just like the guy that's down at a dice game that's nice with the dice. Yeah, y'all laughing, y'all talking junk now, but I know when I hit that street, when the dice come to me, I'm finna take all y'all money. So I'm gonna stay in the game. I'm gonna make it do what it do. But that's my closing argument or thought. Just make sure you ain't dying 1,000 deaths. Every decision comes down either faith versus fear. Make sure you walking in faith and believing in yourself. Even if you don't believe in a higher power, believe in yourself. You know what's needed.
That's I don't even know how to come behind y'all. Pause on this one.
Pause makes you use your intellectual ability to find some other way. To say.
Yes, I would just add on this. Keep with the theme. Obviously, we didn't plan. This is organic. Is while you betting on yourself, like read more, read more good books, watch more good content, listen to better music. You know what I'm saying? Like because like all our inputs are influences us, whether it's subconsciously or consciously. We all influenced by the things we take in. So just be mindful of the stuff that you're taking in. Like as what's his name, Blizzy, as he was saying, even in his line, like that was a deep line. Like you say kill certain person, you kill this group, you get a Grammy. Like and like this stuff is not by mistake. I don't know if it's a grand scheme plan at this point, or is just working because it's always been because of tradition. Like the system is in place, so we just rehashing and strengthening the system. But yeah, just be conscious of it, man. Read more books. Like they said, as was saying back in the day, if you want to hide something from it, put it in the book. You know what I mean? Like, and you can listen to like I listen to the ignorant rap, but I also listen to a lot of books, and I look at a lot of inspirational stuff and listen to a lot of inspirational stuff too. So it's a balance. And I'm old enough to know that these jokers lying anyway. You know what I mean? So, but like some people might not realize that these jokers are lying at this age. You know what I mean? So that's my end of it. Like read good books, control your inputs, do better with your inputs, man.
What's up?
Yeah, because betting on yourself is also not necessarily money. If money is involved in it, it's discipline. And also, so discipline goes in what you're doing with your 24 hours a day. We all got the same 24 hours, man. Until we don't. Sure. So that day we don't. You know what I'm saying? And we all got that date with destiny too. So in the meantime, try to better yourself, man. Damn, y'all just dropped the ball. Yeah, I came behind with the bishop and the pastor with something, man. The good deacon be doing his thing. But Pastor Move. Pastor Move. You the guest, you the pastor. Do you mind taking us out with a prayer? Or nah, it's gotta be one of us.
I got you, brother. Man,
hold on. Joe D said that's right. Listen to the Andre 3000 album. I told y'all before, man. It's so many albums that I want to listen to before I can get to that flute album. I've never listened to a flute album ever in life. I don't know if Andre 3000 is gonna be the first one I listen to, but
just think it's jazz, man. Just instead of Kenny G.
Yo, I listen to jazz. I ain't listening to somebody just playing the flute with nothing else, yo. I'm not doing it.
Meditation, man. Meditation. I don't know. You might have to know music theory because it's said it's some dark chords up in there, man. So I don't know.
Oh, so you listen to it?
Nah, I was in a group chat with some musicians. I was in a group chat with some musicians, man. I
thought I'm about to give him all his credit. Like, you know, breaking down the music theory.
Get him, Deacon, get him.
Like, yo, he's like, yo, he got all serious with his voice, got deep on some Quiet Storm joint. Like, yeah, you gotta really know music theory, some dark chords.
I don't know. That's what they saying, man. I don't know. Like I don't know. But like, when would you listen to a flute album, right? Like just
While
driving.
you at work, I guess.
Yeah.
In the elevator. In the elevator.
He said,
I know this, man. Whoever his marketing person is genius because everybody talking about it.
Yeah.
And they streaming and they downloading.
Yeah, because he got number one or something, right?
Yeah, he's number one album. Yeah. Yep. Flute, the first number one flute album in the history of music.
Yeah. Jody, nah, like it wasn't that type of conversation of feeling it. It was just kind of like they listened to it because of the culture. You know what I mean? Like I checked it out, but it wasn't no I'm feeling it or not feeling it. It was just more so like, yo, I listened to it a little bit, but
yeah, all right. So no more questions unless it's gonna be a good one. So we can get this prayer done so we all can get home to our families and all that type of stuff. But y'all don't got no good ones. Okay. Pastor Moo, take us out, brother.
Man, gracious God, thank you for this opportunity to just share the gifts that you have given to all of us. We thank you for the listeners. We thank you for the content creators. We thank you for just how you've blessed us. So we ask God over this season that we are in now that you would continue to protect us and keep us. May we incline our ears to your voice, be obedient to your voice, God. And for everyone that's listening today or will listen to this whenever they listen, may they just begin to dig deep into their spirits and begin to search what it is that you have purpose for them to do on this earth and heed to that and live that out. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Pizza Hut, book it. I'm trying.
Yeah. So thanks. So let me get a shout out. Thank everybody that tuned in. I saw it got up to 12 live viewers, yo, and we ain't promote this or nothing. So we generally do better when we promote it. But the numbers, I know. Shout out to all the rewatchers, people, because that's when most of the numbers come through is when people rewatching. Thanks to Pastor Moody, Pastor J Moo. Who you know him before the pastor, for taking his time out on a Saturday to rock with us. Thanks to the good deacon. Well, he the bishop, the good Bishop Hustle Hotep. Yeah. Because we thanks to me, even though I spelled my name wrong, I'm gonna shout my own stuff out.
That Cash App ain't wrong, right?
Nah, the Cash App ain't wrong.
It's been wrong before though. Somebody.
Hey, Bishop, chill, bro. I'm trying to keep the peace, man.
Okay, all right.
All right.
I repent.
Huh?
I say I repent.
So thanks everybody. So as always, if you like the show, please leave a comment and send us some questions. We might start because we coming down. We got 9 more episodes left before we before we decide what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue or not. So send us some questions so we can address some questions. And you like what they say, like, rate, review, what's the other term they call? Smash the like button or whatever they be saying. So until next week, peace. Let me end this, John.